Before I bring Kent to the stage, I just want to mention one other very important point, which is to say thank you and congratulations to 3 people who helped us figure out how to get to this day, and that's our friends and colleagues, Dan Carlin, Phil Galston, and Leslie Ann Jones. Dan and Leslie Ann are here tonight. Thank you so much for your perseverance. The second thing I'll say is that having spent some time with Kent, he is absolutely a force of nature. We had a conversation about so many things. Probably the most interesting, we talked about beards. And in any case, the other point here is this is a brand new trophy. We just had it designed and made. We've never given one before, so this is a very special moment. He's a very special man. Please join me in welcoming to the stage music educator extraordinaire, Kent Knappenberger.
I am prone to emotional breakdowns at any time. That is your only warning. My heart goes out with gratitude to the GRAMMY Foundation and the Recording Academy for this tremendous honor. When I first received the emails telling me that I had been nominated by 3 individuals last spring, I would have never imagined I'd be standing here right now as the recipient. I guess that although I see myself as a very happy, playful, fun-loving, and effective music teacher, I didn't see myself as someone for whom you might be looking. You know, I believe that all of us, not just me, are guided by the beliefs we hold true about ourselves. As human beings, as we deal with the business of living, I think we have a natural inclination to look for markers and milestones, even symbols, to help us construct who we are. Those markers and symbols are what we call the arts. It is through them that we create meaning from our lives and become more fully human. They're not a frill, an excess, or an option to any culture on this entire planet. Their very nature, thank you. Their very nature springs from the heart's pulse of our values, our customs, our lifestyles, our faiths, and our living. And then there is the gift of music. Our very lives abstracted through sound, a lens into which we can peer into the past, into our commonality, into our future, into that which is concrete, and into that which is a mystery. We teach music to our children, and we need to teach music to our children because it is a reminder of who we are and a place where we can express who we would like to be. Maybe because of the mystery, it's all too easy to look at music and say, what's this for anyway? Is it going to pay the bills? Which, well, maybe sometimes maybe. Is it going to make life easier like some new technology or invention? Or is it going to help put food on the table? In reality, music exists because of all of those things. It may make life easier, it may not, but it will make life more livable. I watch adolescents struggle with constructing and figuring out who they are each and every day. And they do it well. But that's because they're studying music. Not just to appreciate it, but to connect with it as a listener in more personal, informed, and meaningful ways. Not just to play it, but to play with it and manipulate it as an expression of life. Not just to learn its theory, but to create and compose with purpose and intent. The entry-level requirements needed here are not too strenuous and demanding. As long as you're alive, you've got all you need. I had no idea that opening this door for children was such a strong mission of the GRAMMY Foundation and the Recording Academy. Each day I'm learning this more. You get to create and applaud some very huge musical things, but you're also concerned that all kids can have access to music instruction. You're concerned with teachers who need to feel encouraged. You're concerned about a small school in upstate New York that's filled with young musicians. And you're concerned if my student Luis has a violin. Thank you for this gigantic gift you have given me and my students and all music educators. We so desperately need your help, and you are so generous in offering it. It's humbling, touching, encouraging, and to those of us in the front lines of music education, it's a huge relief to know you've got our back. My favorite musical is Sunday in the Park with George by Stephen Sondheim. I've seen it live once and on video at least 20 times, and if you haven't seen it, sorry to talk like a teacher, walk, don't run, somewhere before the night is over, and find out how you can. In the show, Marie, who is Bernadette Peters' character, talks to her struggling artist great-grandson George with a few pieces of advice, the most important of which is, there are only two things worthwhile that we can leave behind when we leave this world: children and art. To my wife, Nanette, and family, students present and former, and my education teacher, Tom Rogelski, thank you for everything. To the Recording Academy and the GRAMMY Foundation, your actions have made you true guardians of something so precious. Thank you for this honor and for the privilege of allowing me to be part of what you do. Thank you.
Beautiful. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Now, do I take this and go sit down?
You do. Wow. It's yours. It's me. That's a historic moment, and this is what you'd call a tough act to follow situation.